blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, this is your brother Dan Moses Osei Sakodi of TRC, Ghana, coming your way with the exposés, testimony, new word, disorder. We are getting some understanding as to the new kind of terrorism that humanity and the nations of the world are facing, that Ghana has been a victim of since 2006, when this US undercover agent was planted in check to make a fool of God in a setup married to me. 2006, they have kept killing my people after this 20th of January 2022, and they want to make it beyond. So God has given us, all of us in Ghana, in America, and on the nations of the world, to arise against the new terrorism perpetrated by the new terrorists. Akwaba to the program, testimony, new world disorder. Ghana and the nations of the world, we must understand that the characteristics, the features, the nature of the new terrorist, as we know, Reverend Owusu Bemba Owusu has a nature, the very nature of his, the very nature of death dwells in him. Owu means death. Su means characteristics, the nature of it. If you want to know how death is like, look at that man. That is what God is telling us. In the same way, the new terrorists, they have, whenever terrorism has occurred in any place, the US will want to give the traits of, analyze it, and from the explosive, they can tell us that this was perpetrated by this group, this was perpetrated by that group, because various terror groups have what they how they operate. This new terrorist, one, they are very coward. They are afraid of death. Coward, afraid of death. They have no conscience to admit to their terrorism which they perpetrate. They have no conscience. They wipe out every existing evidence to their terrorism. They operate by money, intelligence, and technology huge at their disposal. They use that to network, to effect their act of killing, stealing, and destruction. Did you hear that? You didn't hear that. You are thinking that we are talking about Ghana alone being a victim. On the 29th of November 2021, the new terrorists, I am not afraid of their faces. They perpetrated act of terror against America on the American soil. And afterwards descended on me, on my job, and came to set me up. Sought to set me up for being behind their terror that they burnt down a building. They set fire to it and descend on me with a bomb squad to come set me up on because I was alone in the middle of around 2 a.m. Nobody was around the area. Only they set fire and destroyed. So, America, you know that it is no longer God is a victim. Just this week, they attacked you at the New York Stock Exchange on Monday. They robbed you millions of dollars through their networking against me. Within the matter of 2 hours, they robbed America. They robbed investors around the globe. over 1,100 points of the Dow Jones alone within hours of the financial terrorism. So Ghana, America, and the nations of the world. We are not only speaking for Ghana. We have been there for Europe, Asia, Australia, and the nations of the world. So we are there for Ghana and Africa. Now, let's go on. Ghana and the nations of the world. Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World. We are talking about January 20th, 2022, new terrorism. That the US undercover agent, the woman behind all the troubles that America is facing now, all the troubles that Ghana is facing now, the troubles that humanity is facing, their evil mind sought my money. I would not yield, so he must seek my life. On the 17th of January, God said, we will not bow to that. So they must terrorize my people of Ghana 3 days after 1, 2, 3, January 20. Bomber. Boom! They burnt us to ashes. They blew up the whole town. Akwaba to the program, Testimony New World. Back to Gabriel Jesus and to Goshen of Shell, located by the post office and the Gettysburg police station. I mean, Triauka. After they terror, I'm saying that we are being very, very tactical, prudent, wise, circumspect, because of the peace, security, and stability of the nation Ghana. We are being very cautious. Because the truth is, Ghana knows that there were mind-blowing information and exposés that reached them about the new terrorism that has been perpetrated. The criminal minds of the terror network, the jubilants of the shedding of the blood of the Ghanaian people, how to capture them, their evil faces. Exxon Mobil, which since 2007, during the Kufuor's days, stole Ghana's oil. 2022, they are still guilty. Their guilty conscience is haunting them, and they are shedding the blood of the Ghanaian people in secrecy to cover up their woeful shame. And God caught them red-handed at Bogoso. IGP cannot get away with his fabrication nonsense. All we know is, because if there was any police escort and he didn't die, if there was any truck driver and he also didn't die, there was any motorbike that collided with the explosive truck and also didn't die, and they were able to go to a school and rescue the school children, and therefore they must be hailed. They are heroes of Ghana. And Bogoso, the Western region, know that no school existed in that town. No school existed. Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Ghana, global peace, security, and stability. The peace, security, and stability of Ghana are all at stake. There are 2 tortured and abducted children are at stake. The woman doesn't mind donating free sex to get me killed. She doesn't mind robbing me of my income. If she will not get, she will kill. She doesn't mind letting the life of her own father be destroyed. So I know that I must be very, very circumspect for the sake of the precious life of my people of Ghana. But we shall speak. Mr. Gabriel Jesus, World Health, Mr. Who? So, amidst all the fascination, lockdown, hyping up of figures, I've told us since 2019 that under the guise of what they are doing to humanity, there is something that is going on. And at the point, I have to be courageous and tell you that medical terrorism is going on against humanity. Now we have seen openly the new terrorism which is being perpetrated under the guise of global repression. According to the program Testimony New World Disorder, when they have engaged in the January 20th, 2020, because they couldn't rob me, they make the Goshen, the Shell manager, take my job. He took my job. If I would work on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and on Friday, I don't work anywhere, and I'll be able to come out with the exposés. No, you can't understand. Mr. Gabriel, Mr. Who would not agree. So if you take my job, I said, take my job. I will defend the blood of the Ghanaian people. Take it. So Ghana, for your sake, I die daily. Yet, I'm not moved by what I see. I go back to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Ghana, know and understand that you suffered terrorism by the new terrorist of the Nana Addo Akufo terror network. They have been terrorizing Ghana long before he was put on the throne of Ghana on January the 7th, 2017. Let's understand. The man has been terrorizing Ghana long before. His terror network have operated in America, have reported to the US authorities over and over again. Because the terrorism, the shedding of the blood of the life of the Ghanaian people doesn't directly affect American lives. They are paid a blind eye to it. The Congress, the White House, the US Justice Department, all of them. But I know that America is bigger than the Congress. Did you hear that? America is bigger than the Senate. It's bigger than the US Justice Department. It's bigger than any state of America. Therefore, there is what is called the American people, many of whom are courageous people at the Congress, the Senate, the White House, the US Justice Department, and they are with we the people of America and of Ghana and of the nations of the world. That's all I know. So I speak. Ghana, according to the program Testimony New World Disorder. Ghana, you suffered the new terrorism by the new terrorist on January the 22nd, 2022. Now, let me give Ghana some more understanding. Ghana, watch very carefully. The man, Mahamudu Bawumia, what his moves and his actions after that terrorism. As a coward as he is, knowing that Nana Addo Akufo, the new terrorist operating from America, who are terrorizing me in America night and day, were behind that terrorism. Mahamudu Bawumia, knowing that it was this undercover agent, decided to play an intelligent game at the expense of the minds of the Ghanaian people. By cowardly pointing at the US undercover agent and seeking to put their evil on the face of the nation Israel. Yeah. You didn't hear that. They never admit their own terrorism. So when they have perpetrated it, they, they, they will not die with the victims. They find means to wipe out all the evidence and put the face of their evil on the innocent. Mahamudu Bawumia, coward man, quickly took 30, not one, not two, not three, not three, 13 tons of rice. 13 tons of rice to Bogoso that we have killed your people, eat. Understand? The United Nations has a policy, has a principle that if you control food, you control individuals. If you control what entered the stomach of the people of Bogoso, you control the people of Bogoso. So 13 tons of pointing at the US undercover agents that they can use to rob their body off the body of Israel. Akwa to the program, testimony. After Mahmoud Bawumia had played on the intelligence of Ghana, let's get it clear. What Mahmoud Bawumia did, he was not talking to you. Before the Ghanaian people, he donated 13 tons of rice. But before the new terrorist, they know he has communicated to them. Yes, you have done it. Yes, you did it. Yes, I support you. Bawumia, with all the news report that you were receiving, there were some that were for the Ghanaian people. Others are for the international criminal minds, for your information. All right? However, as coward as Bawumia is, after she was, yes, undercover, the African that is troubling me, troubling Bawumia, that I've married a small girl, little girl. And I, Bawumia, are making noise against the African and his family after I have colluded with the new terrorist and Nana Addo, and I've killed his uncle. I've killed his father. The African is saying that, Bawumia, shut up. You have married a small girl. So don't point finger at me. Don't come near me. Bawumia had to play his intelligence game in worship of the undercover agent, Madam 13. And afterwards, got to know that God is not blind. God is not stupid as politicians think. Have told us that God, by his grace, has made me to write something in the book Occupy Till I Come. That when we see the politicians being courageous, that is when they are exploiting women. You understand? So when he was standing as a hero in Ghana, sending 13 tons of rice to, she was bowing in worship. That you did it. You have silenced my African. You have silenced the Ghanaian. He will not let you rob him. Ghana, that robbing of my income is what has been coded in Ghana as e-levy. It was to be executed before Parliament comes from recess on the 18th of July or 18th of January. If they cannot get their way, they must get me assassinated. They didn't get their way, so they killed my people. Parliament returned on recess, and there is a man at the Parliament of Ghana called his name is Osei too. Oh, majority speaker. He told the Ghanaian people that e-levy has been approved already. And then he had a courageous voice back. If it has been approved, go ahead and implement it. What is going on? They knew that Ghana got to know that the majority speaker of parliament, Mr. Osei, and Kenya saw the Osei and Kamkate Nyami Chianika. But what they are saying, say, Father, forgive, for he knows what he does. He was speaking from a document that the Middlebrook Road 711 was used to seek to set me up to legitimize their robbery for me for the US undercover of my income, which I have refused and will never yield to that. And they were telling us that they were telling the Ghanaian people that if the minority are saying that the e-levy is not approved, then they don't know what they did. They don't know what they did. You know what? That thing happened in America. About that fraudulent document that they gave to me to append my signature. I was as wise as a pet serpent, watching them closely. That if I sign this, you would rob me for the US undercover agent. But however, it is not a legitimate thing because the case is before the US Justice Department. I would append my signature and get the job. Rob me of my income and let what happen happen. Let's fight. Ghana, you are being played about the e-levy. You understand? The possibility of it being effected here against me, that robbery against me in Ghana, in America, affect you directly. And that will mean that when you hear the e-levy approved, when you hear that they have been able to use their criminal means to rob me of my income, to rob me of my wages, they have established it. Then it means that you shall be continue being terrorized. And Ghana shall continue being terrorized. Like it happened to January 20th, 2022. Like it happened to you over and over again. And no justice shall ever be served. Nobody can hold anybody accountable. That is why I would never yield to the robbing of my income. They can kill all Ghanaians. They can kill all of the human race. Ghana, don't yield to the e-levy. It is a two-way thing. You approve it. It means they should rob me of my income here in America. You don't approve it. They tell you it is a way to bring money. Without it, the nation cannot go forward. Akwaba to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Ghana, when Mahamudu Bawumia had played his intelligence game on the minds of the Ghanaian, he ran quickly to pay obeisance to those within, knowing very well that there were insiders within the United Nations whom the evil can be traced to. He must go and worship them. UN Security Council meeting. Because the World Health Organization, Mr. Gabriel Jesus, this new terrorism of January 2022 is linked directly to him. So he runs quickly. He has seen that no, he cannot play the fool and point fingers wrongly. Otherwise, Israel will come after him. And maybe he will turn into a funeral celebration. You didn't hear that. So he runs quickly to the United and flees Ghana. Because he knew that Ghana, America, and the nations of the world, what is happening to humanity and the nations of the world. Unfortunately, there are folks within the United Nations that has colluded with government upon government in America to perpetrate the evils with this US undercover agent. Mr. Ban Ki-moon is guilty of political ambition, is guilty of the coward secret shedding of the blood of the Ghanaian people since he took over the throne of Ghana. 10 years. for that evil. There are people within the UN High Commission for Human Rights, dating back from as far back as Pale Navi was the commissioner, as far back as the days of Pale Navi. The UN High Commission for Human Rights, folks within have colluded in that evil to get me killed, and have gotten my people killed. You understand? And they are now drumming the heads of humanity with sticks. Nobody should talk. If you talk, they break your head. If you talk in Europe, you talk in Asia, you talk in Africa, they are killing us all in silence. That everybody has been very medically terrorized. Now, our prime focus is the African. Let us medically terrorize him. And we are finished. We set humanity and the nations of the world. And I've asked them courageously, if ever I openly give myself over, Mr. Who medically terrorize me and set America free, set the Ghanaian people free, set humanity, set France free, set the United Kingdom free, set Europe, set Asia, set Australia, set us free. Would you do that? Christ taught me that he died for the world, and I must learn to lay down my life for the brethren of Europe, Asia, Australia, and of the nations, of within brethren within the United Nations. If I offer myself for medical terrorism against, would you set my people free? Would you let my people go? Humanity and the nations. To the program, testimony, New World Disorder. Ghana and the nations of the world. We must be circumspect, and we are being circumspect. But the truth is, Nana Addo Akufo and his administration, with a new terrorist operating from America, the Montgomery County Police, the FBI, colluded, put their network and intelligence behind a new terrorist to operate in Ghana, and they got my people killed. Because I will not yield for them to rob me any day, any time for the US undercover agent. My $600 that they have taken, I said, bring it back to me. If you don't bring it, the God of this book should go after 7-Eleven and set fire into their oil rigs and burn them into ashes. For he's a just God. If you don't bring my money to me, the individual that is seeking money at the expense of my life to seek to kill me in Ghana and in the land of America, the just God should let his word concerning Judas be exactly as it is concerning woman Judas. Judas loved money and he died before Christ. Don't touch one penny belonging to me. Otherwise, the word of God should stand. And I invoke it, I exalt it in this very case against the killer of my, against the one that wants to kill me. I invoke the word. So we see what problem, what challenge we have here. Ghana, I call back to the program, testimony, New World Disorder. Osla Owusu very better watch herself. Watch yourself, woman, against your hatred for me. Be very careful. Humanity and the nations, I call back to the program, testimony, New World Disorder. What do we do in the face of this bizarre, unthinkable happening against Ghana and humanity? America, we know, is a prime victim of terrorism. America is. June 9/11 rings bell in the ears of all of the human race and all in America. How How was it possible for one undercover agent to hijack his intelligence community, hijack the police service of Montgomery County, take over the FBI, take over the CIA, take over hijack his nation? I will not let the nation run until this guy is killed. How is it that America, a prime victim of terrorism, it has been possible for corporate forces to operate secret terror cells in America, to play terrorism as a game, as a fun, and the innocent in Ghana since 2006 are being killed to this day, and it is fun and it's a game. How was that possible in America? Why would the American people sit down at such willful destruction of their nation, willful destruction of their constitution, their declaration? Why would they sit down? That is why when they couldn't take it anymore, they rose up and descended on the Congress on the 6th of January 2021. And I've told us that, no, you got it all wrong. Check Ghana. A day after your January 6th descending on the Congress, you saw a replica in Ghana at the Parliament House. That should tell you that something is going on. Something is going on. It is not only the American people that are fed up with this unthinkable destruction of their nation. It is not only the Ghanaian people that are fed up with this unthinkable destruction of their nation. It is not only humanity and the nations of it. There are some within the United Nations that are looking at what humanity is going through. What is this? How did we begin this? And how did we get here? So what do we do in the face of this? Ghana, America, and the nations of the world. Akufo to the program, Testimony, New World Disorder. Tell us what to do. Let's go to part 69 and watch how the ride-on bus company was used this day to further the evil agenda of World Health Organization, Gabriel Jesus and Goshen, to have sought to prevent me from making this expose today. Let's watch that expose in part 69. Part 70 will be what to do. What to do. Today, they are receiving 4 exposes to let the US undercover agent. They can play their agenda of 4. Montgomery County, they can play all the agenda of 4 with the Akufo Addo government. All I know is my 2 tortured and abducted children. I have nothing to do with the coward secret killer of my people. Period. Let's watch part 79 and part 69. Part 70 will be what to do. God bless you. And God bless my homeland.